Hey everyone, welcome back to Wheel Reverend. Today, we're taking a close look at the 2025 Honda Shadow 750M motorcycle that continues to define what a true midsize cruiser should feel like. Honda has managed to keep the essence of the Shadow alive while refining the details that make it smoother, cleaner, and more enjoyable to ride. If you've been considering a cruiser that balances comfort, style, and reliability, this might just be the bike that fits perfectly between modern practicality and old-school attitude. From the moment you see the Shadow 750, it's clear Honda knows how to design a motorcycle that speaks to both new and seasoned riders. The proportions are low and long, giving it that classic cruiser stance, but there's a subtle modern polish to everything, from the blacked-out components to the minimal chrome accents, depending on the trim. The bike has a grounded, confident feel just sitting still, the kind of design that makes you want to throw a leg over and hit the open road. Powering the 2025 Shadow 750 is Honda's familiar 745cc liquid-cooled, 52-degree V-twin engine. It's a motor that's been refined over the years for smoothness and consistency. You get just over 44 horsepower, but the real story here is torque. A broad, accessible wave of it available low in the rev range. The throttle response is immediate yet forgiving thanks to Honda's PGM5 fuel injection system, which keeps things steady whether you're idling through traffic or cruising at highway speeds. The 5-speed gearbox is perfectly matched to the engine's relaxed nature, with shifts that feel positive and easy to find, never clunky or vague. What's interesting is that Honda has kept the shaft's final drive, something most midsize cruisers have moved away from. The shaft drive might add a little weight, but it also means virtually no maintenance and no chain lube, no tension adjustments, no grime. For riders who just want to ride without extra fuss, that's a real bonus. Combined with Honda's bulletproof reliability record, this is a motorcycle that could easily last decades with minimal upkeep. In motion, the Shadow 750 feels steady and confident. The 41mm front fork soaks up smaller bumps nicely, and the twin rear shocks provide that classic cruiser bounce without being overly harsh. The seat height adjusts 25.6 inches keeps your feet planted firmly on the ground at stops, which is a big confidence boost for shorter riders or anyone new to larger bikes. The seating position is upright and relaxed, with mid-mounted foot controls that give you a natural riding posture. You're not stretched out or hunched forward. It's comfortable in a way that encourages longer rides. Braking performance is improved over older versions. You now get a 296mm single front disc and a 276mm rear disc, both with ABS as standard. The stopping power is more than adequate for this class, and ABS provides that extra safety net if the road gets slippery. The fuel tank holds about 3.7 gallons, and with the efficient V-twin sipping fuel at around 55 miles per gallon, you're looking at roughly 200 miles per tank. Not bad for a cruiser that weighs in at around 550 pounds fully fueled. Aesthetically, the Shadow has always been about attitude, and the 2025 version nails that vibe. The design is minimal but deliberate, and no unnecessary plastic or clutter. The wide handlebar, teardrop tank, and deep-cut fenders give it a muscular but approachable look. Depending on the color you choose, from deep pearl gray to the bolder flare orange metallic, it can look either refined or rebellious. The paint quality and finish, as always with Honda, are top-notch. Every weld, bracket, and cable feels well thought out, and the blacked-out engine cases and exhaust pipes make the metalwork pop. Ergonomically, Honda hasn't messed with success. The seat is well padded and contoured for long rides, and there's just enough room for a passenger without compromising style. The instrumentation remains simple, a large, easy-to-read analog speedometer with a small digital odometer tucked inside. There's no fancy TFT or riding modes here, and that's the point. The Shadow 750 isn't about gadgets, it's about the ride itself, the connection between you, the machine, and the road. When it comes to price, the 2025 Shadow 750 Phantom ABS starts at around $8,699. That puts it in a very competitive spot, $8,000 less than some of its larger rivals, while offering better long-term reliability and Honda build quality. For riders in other markets like the UK, you're probably looking at roughly £7,000 £7,500 depending on taxes and delivery fees. Considering what you get at the proven V-twin, shaft drive, ABS, great looks, and that Honda dependability, it's a lot of motorcycle for the money. Now, the Shadow 750 isn't a bike built for racing or showing off specs on paper. It's built to be easy, dependable, and stylish. It's about smooth torque, unhurried cruising, and the kind of riding that reminds you why you fell in love with motorcycles in the first place. Whether you're carving through city streets, rolling down a quiet highway, or parking at a weekend coffee meet, the Shadow feels right at home. It doesn't scream for attention, but it always gets it because it's timeless. And that's really its biggest selling point. The 2025 Honda Shadow 750 doesn't try to reinvent the cruiser, it just perfects it. It's an honest motorcycle with classic style and a heart that beats with pure Honda reliability. You can ride it daily, tour on weekends, or just polish it in your garage and enjoy the view. It's simple, solid, and satisfying the way a cruiser should be. So, if you're after a machine that delivers character without complication, presence without pretension, and performance without drama, the 2025 Honda Shadow 750 might just be the bike that earns a permanent spot in your garage. Thanks for watching Wheel Reverend Day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the world of two wheels. Ride safe out there, and we'll catch you in the next one.